My name is Jonathan Page, and I am the Senior Minister of First Congregational Church of Houston and also the President of the Faith Leaders Coalition of Greater Houston. We're here to unequivocally oppose Senate Bill 6, and we encourage you, our elected lawmakers, to stand with us. The reality is that Senate Bill 6 and the problem that it attempts to address is a made-up issue. There are no examples of transgender women assaulting other women in restrooms. Contrary to what the Houston Pastors Council, now called the U.S. Pastor Council, and other groups might claim, this is not about the safety of our women and girls. This is in fact all about discrimination against transgender Texans. And Texas is not a place that should support discrimination. Moreover, as people of faith, we are compelled to support those who are on the margins, those who are in need of our support and our compassionate love. And right now, the transgender community is being targeted, and therefore we as faith leaders are standing up in full support. Being an elected representative in Texas, you have the responsibility and the duty to do what is right for Texas. Even though you might be feeling pressure from certain constituents, we encourage you to think more broadly about the long-term impact of this, the impact that this bill would have on the lives, especially of our children and youth who are transgender, who would feel persecuted by it. So we encourage you to stand by, be courageous, and make the right choice in opposing Senate Bill 6.
My name is Reverend Mac Kneebone, and I'm senior pastor of Plymouth United Church in Spring, Texas. As an openly transgender pastor, I have the honor and privilege of transgender children and youth, as well as their families, coming to me, talking to me about their experience. These experiences include fear of going to school, and this is something that you need to be concerned about. These are your constituents, and they are afraid. Help do the right thing to keep our kids safe in school, to keep our families feeling safe for their children. Thank you.
I'm Lisa Hunt. I'm the rector at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Houston. I urge you to vote no on SB6. Not only does this law discriminate against transgender Texans, it robs us all in locales throughout our state to pass non-discrimination laws as we see fit locally. You are taking away our liberty as you vote for SB6, and we know that you value democracy. Please vote no and give us the right to make our own choices locally. Vote no on SB6.
My name is Reverend W. Jeffrey Campbell, and I'm a faith leader in Houston, Texas. I'm here to tell you and hope that you understand that Texas Senate Bill 6 is wrong. You know that if this bill is voted into law, it will deny persons who identify as transgender from going to the public restroom that we all need according to how they identify. This is wrong. There are two things that we do know. There are no recorded convictions of a transgender person dressing according to their gender expression or identity and going into a restroom to assault a woman, a child, or even a man. The second thing that we know is that we do have numerous recorded convictions where heterosexual men, many cloaked in conservatism, who have gone into public restrooms and committed acts of public lewdness. SB6 is wrong. It is not what we need in Texas. Please vote accordingly. Thank you.
I'm Reverend Laura Mayo. I'm a Baptist minister in Houston, Texas. As a minister and as a mother, as a person trying to live into the love of God, I urge you to open your eyes. You've been told that this is about protecting women and girls. It's not. It's not about protecting women and girls against transgender people. It should be about protecting women and girls, men and boys, everyone of every gender, of every identification. There are laws. There are already laws protecting people against assault. These laws already exist. This SB6, this is about hate. It's about discrimination. I worry for my children who attend public school. I worry for them not because they have transgender fellow students. I worry for them because a law like this would keep them from being safe. This law would keep them from being safe. It's the opposite of what the other people are claiming. I urge you to open your eyes. I urge you, yes, to think of the children. Think of the transgender children who need to be safe at school and in other public places. In the last week of Jesus' life, he's asked, what is the greatest commandment? And he answers, love. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. This is the call of God, to love, to love. Let us be people of love, not people of hate and discrimination.
My name is Rabbi Gideon Estes. I'm the rabbi of Congregation Or Ami in Houston, Texas. And I speak to you as a religious leader to vigorously oppose Senate Bill 6. If you care about protecting the lives and safety of the citizens of Texas, then you'll oppose this bill. It does not offer safety, giving harbor to hate and to bigotry, and to instill that value, to penalize schools for making it safe for the most victimized in society, that is evil and wrong. The call of the prophets tell us to be mindful of those who are most downtrodden. It is our job and your job as the representatives of this great state to make sure that all Texans feel safe. And Senate Bill 6 teaches that we can harbor and hurt those who are most vulnerable, those in most need of protection. I trust that you will do the correct thing, the moral thing, the thing that our religious traditions teach us we must do. Please oppose Senate Bill 6.
I'm Trilly Pando. This is my husband, Bob. We oppose Senate Bill 6 because it is wrong for all people, but is particularly a concern for us because our granddaughter, whom we love dearly, is transgender, and this bill will discriminate directly against her. Please do not consider passing this bill. We love our granddaughter, we love all children, and this will hurt them all.
We've examined the bill carefully. I totally agree with this.
I serve in two capacities, one as a pastor and then of a school leader. You were elected by some but required to serve all. As you study your policy and you look at SB6, remember that it is built on discrimination. We are not allowed to discriminate those that we have been entrusted to care of. As a school leader, it is hard to balance the budget that's already tight as you choose to put a policy in place that restricts the budget even more based on the responsibility of law that you've put in place, that we serve, protect, and educate all students that walk through our doors. Remember that as you represent the adults, that there are children attached to those constituents, you are responsible to vote in the right. Remember our students, not just the adults.
Say no to SB6.